let's welcome to the stage someone that Linda already mentioned, very important person here tonight because he is the head of the judges, that is the Managing Director, Chief Information Officer, Europe, Retail and Business Banking at Barclays. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Watson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As chair of the judges, I'd like to welcome you on behalf of our headline sponsors, both Barclays and Google, to what is a magnificent venue. This is just stunning, absolutely stunning. Quite scary when you're up here and looking out on the stage, but absolutely stunning. Before I start, can I give a quick straw poll to see who was here last year? Can you put your hands up if you were here last year? I can't really see, actually. So about half the room, well, that's lucky for the half that wasn't here last year. Because quickly I'd like to share a story about what happened last year. Now Linda's probably never going to speak to me again, but it's quite a funny story and it happened tonight. Unfortunately for those of you who were in attendance last year, the presentation of my particular award, which I was honoured with last year, was at the end of the evening, and I got a little drunk. And you had to listen to a very drunken speech by me, a diatribe actually. Linda's never let me forget it. Where's Linda? I see her spying at me now. So roll on a year to tonight. I get here in plenty of time, take a glass of champagne, and Linda spies me from across the room. And she makes a beeline for me, like a bat out of hell. And I thought, oh crap, what have I done? I've obviously done something. And I'm trying to think, what have I done? She gets to me and says, Anthony, you're not allowed to drink at all tonight. Last year you were pissed. I'm like, okay. Before I can say anything, she points across the room to a group of men and says, if you get on that stage drunk, I'm going to get the heavies onto you and get them to drag you off stage. So I'm there with my glass of champagne, thinking, and I look at these men like, these are oddly handsome men. So I look a little closer and realize this is the Abercrombie table. So I down my glass of champagne in one go, which Linda was not happy about. And I said, Linda, you don't really understand gay men, do you? I said, I'm single, and that's the Abercrombie table you pointed at. I have, on what planet actually, would I have zero issue with handsome, rugged, muscle men wrestling me from the stage? This is the stuff of my dreams. Sorry, Linda, I have to tell that story. She says it's fine now, I'm going to get a stern telling off later. I'd like to start by congratulating all of tonight's nominees and indeed winners, be the individuals, companies, or organizations. The critical work you do in the communities in which you live, work, and serve is absolutely phenomenal. And candidly, the judging panel had a very difficult time choosing winners tonight. It was incredibly difficult, and you should be all incredibly proud. As I was thinking about what to talk about tonight at the awards, I was thinking about why are the awards important at all? It's great us in London to come together in a very fancy, spectacular venue and celebrate with you. But what's the value of the Diversity Awards? I don't believe it's good enough for role models to be simply visible. They have to be also proactive and brave, which is what you are. That's why the EDAs are so important. We not only recognize, but we celebrate individuals, companies, and organizations that make a demonstrable difference in the communities in which they live, work, and serve. I want to share with you two events that really brought this home for me. First of all, let's go to America. Who here watches the Miss America contest? Who said that? Patsy said it. I don't. I never have. Linda Riley tells me it's the best show in town. But hey. But you may have read that Nina Davulori was crowned the first winner of Indian descent in the Miss America contest. A great achievement. But the amount of media traffic criticizing her win was deafening. What did she do to deserve this criticism? Nothing at all. She simply won a prize. The sizable critics did not, because she did not confirm what the sizable critics viewed her as, she was vilified in America. She was called an Arab terrorist, and she was called Miss Al-Qaeda. And what did she do? She simply won a prize. This young, beautiful girl was attacked and humiliated simply for being different. Move along to Russia. And this is a situation very close to my heart. And it's a human rights crisis. And I really mean that, it's a human rights crisis. Where the state has enacted tyrannical laws against gay men and women. Where young gay men and women, in the flower of youth, 18, 19, 20, starting to explore who they are as individuals, are violently attacked, in many cases raped with broken bottles, and their skulls are crushed in with rocks, all under the watchful eye of the state, and no one was brought to account. This is why the European Diversity Awards are so very important. This is why you in this room send a message to the world. The nominees and the winners, you make a real difference in people's lives. We're going to send a message here tonight that we simply don't tolerate difference and diversity. That's not good enough. We embrace difference and diversity, we celebrate difference and diversity, and tonight we're going to honor difference and diversity, and we're going to honor you. This is a very powerful message we're sending to the world tonight. You should all be incredibly proud.
I've had a phenomenal time this evening. It's amazing to see all these companies across Europe come together and celebrate difference and diversity. The highlight this evening was actually HSBC winning. I think the Deputy CEO winning was actually quite phenomenal. I think well deserved. It's important that organizations, individuals, companies and people celebrate difference and diversity. And it really brings us more closer together as a community.